Just, all right, people. Your boy man Mike here, the heavy hitters, man. Your boy Kevin will be here soon. Jew, man, introduce yourself to the people before we get into something real important.
What's up, y'all, man? Y'all already know it's your boy Juju on that beat, as they always call me. Juju on that beat, man. It's your boy Ju Talks Sports. What's up with y'all, man? Y'all know how we do it every Friday. The it's game time now, man. It's week
Hey,
one.
man.
We made it through COVID. We made it through so many deaths this year, man. There's been a lot going on this year, but we finally made it to week one of football. So breath of fresh
Hey,
air,
man.
man.
Man, look. Hey, man. People can't believe that I get nervous, man. It's like, look, man. This is the first game of the year, bro. I'm a damn mess. I'm gonna be real. I'm a goddamn mess, dog. Like everybody, man. How many people we got in here? 21 people so far. Hey, man.
21.
Look, I need to know right now, am I the only one? Put yes or no. Are you anxious? Are you ready about Are you anxious about this game, man? We going against the Seattle Seahawks. Just say yes, I'm anxious, man. Look, hey, the hell with that rise up. Are you anxious, man? Say yes or no. Okay, yes or absolute no. All right, y'all anxious, man? Let us know, man. But
Let us
good
know.
gracious, oh
I feel like
man,
I'm finna
like
lace them up, dog.
bro, like seriously, man. I haven't. It's just oh, what an energy, man. This energy, the energy. Here he go, man.
Yo,
Style,
yo,
man.
yo, yo,
Hey,
yo.
man.
My bad.
Oh.
Hey, I had to blow the bathroom up. That was my bad, man.
Hey, this a PG. This a PG
Hey,
show,
hey,
man.
hey.
You know,
Hey, I got you
we
the
live. We live,
Yo! My bad. Hey, what's good?
man. Hey, man. No, for real though, dog. Like, I've been telling the people, man, like we're nervous, man. Hold on. Let me say this, man. 19 years ago, man. Um, 19 years ago. It really doesn't even. It just seems like it was yesterday, man. That whatever you want to call it, I'll just say a terrorist attack. And leave all the conspiracy theories to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But 9/11, 19 years ago, man, this nation was pretty much a wreck. And this is the first time in a while. That was the first time that I've actually seen the country come together the way they did, man. And to wake up that morning, I'm in a dead sleep. It's 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, man. And I get a phone call. I forget. I think it was my homeboy. He called me. He's like, Mike, you need turn on the TV. I said, man, what the hell are you calling me 8 o'clock in the damn morning for? Like 8 o'clock in the morning? Like, turn on the TV. Trust me, turn on TV. Man, the first building was on fire. A plane went through it, and not even a couple minutes, it seemed like a couple of seconds, the second plane went in town. I said, oh my God. That was the first time that I've ever seen anything like that. So, man, you guys can tell y'all story about that, but man, we got to send condolences to all the people and the families who are still, suffering from that terrorist attack. Even like I said, it's 19 years ago. Like I said, man, my aunt has passed, went on past. Since then, she lived in New York, worked across from the building, and like we was calling frantic and scared as hell that maybe she was in that building. So it's like that was a real dramatic uh, instance for myself. And what about y'all, man? Jude, Kevin?
Yeah, man. I remember when 9/11 happened. This gonna show my age. I was actually in middle school when it happened, dog. And it was crazy because my dad is actually retired Navy. So we were living in Virginia at the time, and we lived on a naval base. So my younger brother and sister actually went to the school like right outside the base, like right outside the gate. And like they weren't playing, man. They shut schools down. They called parents to have the kids,
Mm,
go home early and stuff like that. So when I came home from school, normally I got home before my younger brother and sister. So when I got home, they were already home already with my mom, and she was like, I had to go get the kids. You know, it was on pretty much every channel. I remember that. It was on Cartoon Network. Any channel you turn to, they was talking about the Twin Towers being hit. So it's just unbelievable that it's been already 19 years. I mean, I can't believe it's almost 20 years since that happened. I'm not too sure. Me and my wife were talking about it this morning. I'm not too sure why it's not a holiday, because so many Americans lost their life on that day, man. Not just people in the Twin Towers, but first responders and just all of the people that, you know, all of the people that were trying to help the people that were in the tower. So it's just crazy, man. And, you know, I just thank God, you know, that I didn't have any close family members and things of that nature that was living in New York at the time, or working in the trade centers and stuff like that, the World Trade Center. Cause I just can only imagine, man. I remember seeing all of that cloud of smoke and stuff like that. And my wife was watching a video, how they were talking about, it just looked dark outside all of a sudden because of all of the smoke coming from no building. So, you know, anybody that lost loved ones on that, on that day, I definitely send my condolences. I definitely think, like I said, we need to make this a holiday. It kind of reminds me of Pearl Harbor. It's definitely so many Americans lost their life on that day. So I feel like every American should be able to take a moment of silence and definitely have a day off just to reminisce, because, a lot of lives was lost that day. So that's pretty much my story of remembering September 11th.
Yeah, that about my age right there too. I know I was in middle school. I was prepared to fall asleep in class when that happened. But before I get to my story, I'm gonna say what's up, Anthony Wright. I say what's happening, bro. He said what's up. But yeah, I just remember being ready for the lesson plan, and then, like you said, they cut the TV on. We thinking like it's gonna be a new movie trailer out here or something, but it looked that real.
Yeah, man.
I ain't know there was gonna be apocalypto or something like that, but the way, like I said, the news, it just kept showing and it kept showing, and it was like, wow. And then just looking at the street view of it, it really hit home, because it was like you said, all the smoke and stuff that was going on, and I know it was kind of hard for people to breathe. I think they had a clip of somebody online that jumped from one of the towers all the way down to the street. Yeah.
Just to try to escape. Well, crazy.
I said, wow. Then like you said, Cartoon Network, BET, MTV, they're like they shut all programs down. They're just showing it. It's like, we always say, man, you can't take life for granted out here, man. You just gotta live every moment that you can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. It's like I said, man. It's a crazy experience to even just to live through something like that. And you got COVID, man. It's like anytime they have a situation like this, man. Like you said, man, you just got to thank God for just having your opportunity, just to be here for your friends, your family, and not just friends and family, just even a stranger, man. Like, you just got to thank God, man. Like, seriously, you just got to thank God for every moment and live this motherfucker like it is like the last day on earth. You only got one day left. Live that shit to the fullest, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit back being scary. If y'all want to do something, get your ass up and get the fuck out and do it. No more waiting, all right? And that is a goddamn plug for the Atlanta Falcons Nation, all right? If y'all little scary asses are scary, take your ass to church, all right? If you think you got what it takes, to do what we doing right now, bring your ass to Atlanta Falcons Nation, all right? Submit your videos. Go ahead and subscribe to Atlanta Falcons Nation, all right? We always willing to help any and everybody. If y'all feel like y'all got what it takes, bro, let's do it.
There you go.
Let's do it. Submit your videos, man. Like I said, you don't have to have a show. You don't have to have a show. That's it. That's it. All right. That's it. All right. So let's get straight to the goddamn business. Let's get straight to the damn business. All right. Archangel, what's good, man? Just going through Amanda. Goodman. Let me go ahead and look in. I don't know how the hell you say that shit. How the hell you say UCK Knight? I still don't understand how to say that shit. Sean, what's good, Sean? Unknown comment.
That's my number one fan right there, dog.
Hey man, that's my dude, man. I love all y'all, dog, man. No homo, no homo, no homo, no homo. April, look, man, it's a lot of y'all in here, man. Y'all know who y'all are, man. I appreciate for you guys just supporting us, man. God damn, man. I've been doing this shit 3 years and it still don't even feel like 3 years, man. So woo boy. Hey, I'm anxious as a mug, man. I don't even know where to damn start, dog. You, man. Hey, man. I'm gonna let you kind of lead tonight. I'm gonna let you lead a little bit, man. Kind of lead the show just a little bit. Where do we start, dog? Like seriously, where do we start?
Shoot, man, we're gonna have to chop this up in pieces because there's a lot of pieces to this game. I want to hear from you guys as well. I want to hear from Atlanta Falcons Nation in the chat. I want to hear from y'all. Look, y'all done seen me and Mike's keys to victory. We want to hear from y'all. We're going to tell y'all what we've already talked about in our videos. And K-Stlyz, this is his platform to go ahead and let loose because he don't have his own platform yet. So, but it's you guys already know.
It's in the works.
Yeah, it's in the works. Yeah, it's in the works, man. So, but we want to hear from y'all. But I guess we need to start. I think we need to start with Russell Wilson. I mean, I feel like everything starts and ends with Russell Wilson in Seattle. And my keys to victory, my number one key to victory, if y'all checked out my video, was stopping Russell Wilson. And really, you can't stop him. You can just hope to contain him. So in this game, public enemy number one is Russell Wilson. Anytime you face Seattle, if you can contain him, you can kind of bottle up the Seattle team because he leads those troops over there. He's the number one guy over there on the offense and on the defense. Everybody looks to him as the leader. So, man, I think we need to start with Russell Wilson. And personally, I think the game plan should be with the defensive ends, they have to contain outside, keep outside contained. Takk McKinley, he's one of those guys that likes to sneak inside. And he's going to have to – this game is not about getting sacks. This game is not about getting sacks if you're a defensive end. This game is about keeping contained if you're a defensive end. The guys that we're going to have a big game, and Mike talked about it in his keys to victory, Grady Jarrett, Allen Bailey, John Kaminsky, those guys that play that 3-tech and play that nose position, we really going to need that push to come. Really need those guys to go crazy and try to basically we got to almost put like a fence or a rubber band around Russell Wilson. Because when he gets outside, that's when he starts doing this thing for us, throwing the ball down the field. And that's when he puts our linebackers and those cornerbacks in bad positions where they don't know whether is Russell Wilson getting ready to run for the first down or is he going to throw the ball over my head. So if we can keep him in the pocket and kind of keep him contained and get him running backwards, because we know Grady Jarrett can bring that pressure from the middle. So if we can keep Takk McKinley on the outside and we get Dante Fowler on the outside, that's going to be big. That's going to be big for us.
Bro, what the heck is going on?
What we got going on here, man?
Yeah, man.
Everybody want to message me at the same time, bro. Like, let me mute this. Your boy busy, man. All right, man. They call me the Tupac of Atlanta Falcons content creators. All right, I'm a busy man, man. No, I just totally made that shit up. Don't call me that shit.
I see.
Yeah, man, but that's where it starts, man. We're gonna have to keep Russell Wilson contained, and we know, like I said, Russell Wilson don't want to tuck the ball down and run, but he will if he needs to. So if Takk McKinley, Dante Fowler, them guys that's playing on the edge, Charles Harris, whoever's out there on the edge, they have to keep contained. They can't allow Russell Wilson to break contain and get outside, because once he gets outside, that's when he's a headache because he has the option to run and pass. If you keep him in the middle and you keep him contained, you can get him running backwards. As I was saying, you can get Grady Jarrett and those guys flowing up the middle of that offensive line, and then that puts pressure on him to run backwards. But if we get guys like Takk McKinley jumping inside and stuff like that, and you create, because they like to do those RPOs as well out of the backfield. So with Russell Wilson, you know how he likes to put the ball in the stomach of Chris Carson, snatch it back out, and take off running. And if you dive inside, he can either run outside, he can pass it, or they can do those little boots where they can do like the option style college the running game. So it's so many things you can do off of, and that's why I say Russell Wilson is the head of the snake, because he does so many different things through their offense. So what you think, K-Stlyz?
I can say it in one sentence. Prevent the big play. I will piggyback off of what you just said about Russell Wilson and about trying to stop him, because that's where he makes most of his big plays is outside that pocket. And like I said, what I've noticed with them, because like I said, Russell Wilson is one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. They play a lot of schoolyard ball. They look like Kansas City out there without the speed receivers. Across the board. But like I said, you want to keep it. Like I said, the defensive ends gonna have to mush rush, play contain, keep him in that pocket. Because like I said last time, he can't throw over a fire hydrant. So you better keep his ass in the pocket. Because like I said, if he has to throw over big offensive lineman, that's taking away half his vision right there. So my thing is, like you said, just prevent the big play, because the way I seen them chucking that ball like that, it almost seems like they don't really have plays. It's just like throw it to a spot, just hope they wide receivers get there.
Yeah, man.
And like I said, with the injuries we got at the cornerbacks, hopefully they'll be fine before game time, because you're gonna need all the bodies you can, because DK Metcalf is a big boy. And he started coming on later in the year.
Yeah, man. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett's one of those guys down the field. He's the guy that Russell Wilson looks for. And another thing that they've kind of talked about this week is the defensive line and the secondary. They have to be on one accord. They have to help each other out. The coverage has to hold up to give those guys on the back end or those guys on the front end, as far as the defensive line, time to get to Russell Wilson. And those guys got to get immediate pressure. I'm hoping that we bring some blitz packages and stuff like that kind of throw Russell Wilson off, because if you give Russell Wilson time, we know in the NFL now you can barely touch him. You can barely touch a receiver past 5 yards. So it's hard once he starts scrambling and stuff like that. That's what makes it tough, because as a defender, your back is turned to Russell Wilson most of the time. If you're in man coverage, and if he gets to scrambling back there, you don't know what you're thinking he's sacked, and he's really back there dancing around, running around, and telling his receivers, go here, go here. He's pointing, and your back is turned to him as a defender. So really, you can't really put that on the secondary. And that's why I've been talking about both ends are going to have to, the defensive line is going to have to help the secondary. The secondary is going to have to help the defensive line. They all going to have to work together. And I also talked about in my video, we're going to have a spy on Russell Wilson at all times. Somebody athletic enough, Foyer, Lil Khan, Deion Jones. We need a spy, dog. We have to have a spy.
Glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I actually don't think we should have a spy. Okay. I don't think we should have a spy. I think this is exactly the way the Falcons should do it. Because he's used to seeing a spy. He's used to seeing that. That won't fool Russell. That will not fool Russell. He's used to seeing a spy. He's used to seeing a guy in the middle of the field. What I expect the Falcons to do is, you remember overload blitzes?
Yeah.
Where you blitz guys from one side. I think they should blitz him for the and force him to throw to his right side. Russell Wilson is good when he stops and plants his feet. You can't allow him to plant his feet. He's not like you said. He can't see over goddamn fire hydrant. So if he's on the run, guess what? He got tunnel vision. He only see one side of the field. So I think what the Falcons should do is use the right end, the left end, use him as a mush rush to see, kind of use him. And I think that should fluctuate, whether it's Dante Fowler Jr. Pack. I think they both should kind of come in and to kind of take turns on the right side of the field because Russell Wilson is a guy who can get out. I think they should overload one side, blitz one side, and have Grady Jarrett. You know, it's almost like a stunt. You know what I'm saying? You have Grady Jarrett slant towards. You have the defensive tackle slant towards the right side of the line. You have the linebacker, because they could be using a lot of 3-4 people. They could use the 3-4 as well. That's why you got a guy like Michael Walker. That's why you got Deion Jones and Foyer. You think these guys? You think they're just gonna sit back and just let them not use their speed? They're gonna use these guys. So it's gonna be mush rushes. I think it's gonna be a lot of mush rushes from your defensive end. And they can either mush rush, stay right there, hold a point, or they can stunt off and let Grady Jarrett, kind of go slant towards the side to fill up that void. And then he tries to run. Guess what? You got the defensive end. He can come off the stunt and, basically just have them surrounded. So I think this is something they really need to get creative with the defensive side of the ball. Don't allow like I said, every quarterback in the league is used to a spy right now. That's not going to fool Russell Wilson. It'll fool his little ass here. He'll throw any damn thing. He don't give a damn whistle right there. He gonna do whatever he want to do. But that's not going to fool Russell. It's not going to fool Patrick. It's not going to fool Lamar. A spy is not going to fool him. So you got to get creative with these. And this is one thing too. I always say, people, this is why I fucking hate. I hate when people say Dan Quinn don't know what the hell he's doing. What the hell are y'all talking about? Did y'all see what he did to Aaron Rodgers? Do we got to go back to that again? Every time, the last 2-3 games we played Aaron Rodgers, we got that ass. We got pressure and we knocked his ass out several times. He designed a play. He designed a game plan to knock his ass around every single time. Don't give me that weak ass bullshit talking about the Falcons. Green Bay doesn't have an offensive line. He's still a running quarterback. That's the same thing that y'all say about. That's the same thing y'all say about Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That's the same thing y'all say about Russell. That's the same thing y'all say about Lamar. Guess what? It's the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. He's a mobile quarterback. So if Dan Quinn can devise a plan to stop Aaron Rodgers, it ain't nothing for him to devise a plan for Russell Wilson. All right. So, that's how I think they should really, really, kind of go after. Don't do anything traditional, man, because he's seen it all. All right, he's seen it all, especially a spy. A spy is not going to change. It's not going to fool Russell. He's too smart. He's been in the league 7 years now.
Yeah,
he's seen it all. He's seen it all. Man. So that's not going to fool him. So. They're gonna have to get creative. Like I said, I've told people all the time, and I got a PSA for a lot of content creators tonight. So y'all stay for that shit. All right, I got some shit to say about that. All right. So if y'all really want to see Mad Mike, stay tuned because I got shit to say. All right, because I've been sitting back quiet for too goddamn long. So everybody right now, go tell y'all motherfucking friends. Go tell your friends, go tell your sister, go tell your dog, go tell your mama, your bald head cousin, everybody. Go call all the motherfuckers. Because I got a PSA for all these Falcon content creators think they just gonna come in here and just that's a preview. I'm getting ahead of myself. So slow it down. Slow it down.
That's how you amped up. It's week 1. You amped up, dog.
Hey, man. Hey, dog. Look, man. Hey, man. LaTravis was good, man. Wallace, Anthony, man. Look, positive thinking. I love that name, dog. I really love that damn name. Let me highlight this real quick. Let me highlight that real quick. God damn it. Look like shit already. No. Look, man, I'm just having a hard damn day. Okay, I'm having a hard day today, dog. I'm having a hard day. Yeah. But any damn way, all right. Positive love, positive thinking. But yeah, that's the way. That's the way, man. I ain't smoking none. I'm just having a hard day. All right. I gave it up.
So I'm about to say, so y'all don't think like zone blitzes will work against them? Because I'm thinking with that offensive line and how bad that Seattle offensive line, you would think them zone blitzes was actually kind of help them. Because you don't want, like you said, you want to change the pre-snap look.
Right. I say this, man, and like Mike was saying, I completely agree with Mike when I was saying a spy. You don't want to do one thing against Russell, period. Like what Mike was talking about, mush rushing and whatever. One thing I want to see in this game is adjustments. At halftime, don't come out doing the same thing because Russell is so smart of a quarterback. If you're doing the same thing the whole game, he's going to figure you out. He's just like any of those guys that's been around, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. If you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, if you keep giving him the same test, he's going to ace it eventually.
He's too smart for that. He's too smart for that, dog. He's too smart for a spy.
Yeah. He's too smart for us to do anything consistent, like the same thing the whole game. Because they're going to make adjustments to what we're doing. At halftime, if we're much rushing and that's all we're doing, they're going to make adjustments. I talked about it last week that we're going to have to do different things. On one side of the field, we're going to have to be running man. On one side of the field, we're going to have to be playing zone. We're going to have to throw them off, keep them off balance. And that's the most important thing is keeping Russell Wilson off balance. Blitzing, showing blitz, and don't blitz, you got to keep him on his toes. Because if he gets comfortable, it's a wrap. And that was our problem last year. We talked about it last week. That quarterback got too comfortable against us last year because we would sit back in our cover 3 and just say, okay, we're going to let you have the underneath instead of mixing it up. It's nothing wrong with running cover 3. The problem with running cover 3 is if you're going to do it all game. That's the same thing with Philly. Philly we all know, when you play against the Eagles, they're going to zero blitz you all day long. That's all they do is blitz. And that's what happened last season, week 2. Blitz. Yeah. Matt Ryan and they knew it was coming. They said, okay, y'all will keep blitzing us?
They knew it.
We're going to throw this bubble screen real quick. The Julio, because we know once Julio get one-on-one with anybody, it's Waffle House time. Yeah, man.
Jet Jones.
Yeah, man. So we're going to have to mix it up.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables.
Which one offensively, Ken? Like offensively, how do you see? How do you see the game plan going against that defense of Seattle? It's like this is not the same. Look, let me say this though. I'm gonna say this first. All right, let me say this. Jamal Adams can kiss my ass. All right, I'm not scared of him. All right, the man was in New York. He's the only bright spot in New York. So, of course, he's going to look a lot better than what he is because he's the only person there. It's like having a team full of – look, we're just going to say this. We're just going to say this right now. I know this might hurt a lot of Hawks fans' feelings. It's just like having – it's just like having Trae Young and the Hawks with a bunch of scrubs right now, man. That's what it is. That's Jamal Adams. He got traded for a reason. I'm not saying he's a bum, but why should we fear Jamal Adams? Like, seriously, why should we fear him? What is he great at? He's a very good safety. He's good at a multitude of things, but why should we fear him? Why should we fear, like, if anything, we should fear a guy like Earl Thomas. He's a guy who he is a ball hawk. He can read a quarterback. He can bait quarterback. That's not Jamal Adams' strong point. So I've seen a lot of people like, oh, they just got Jamal Adams. Well, I'm more in fear of KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner than I am Jamal Adams. So let me know what y'all. Let me know how the Falcons, attack that defense.
Attack Jamal Adams. Like I think Hayden Hurst will have a big it's gonna come down to 2 players. It's gonna come down to Hayden Hurst and Todd Gurley. Remember, like you said, Mike, the best thing is a run game. And the more you run the ball and establish the run, the more you keep Russell Wilson off the field.
Yep.
And like I said, and I think
yes, sir.
And I will say, if I could see Hayden Hurst having 100 yards this week.
Ooh, that's a hot take, boy. I like that take.
Hey, I'll eat crow on that myself, but like I said, you can't really double nobody. And then, like you said, with that athleticism that Hayden Hurst has, you got to account for that. If you don't account for that, he's going to tear your ass a new one. It's going to be the booty warrior all over again. But I definitely
don't think they
go ahead.
No, I said I don't think they like my take on Jamal Adams. Fuck him and fuck y'all too. If y'all don't like what I said, fuck you too. Fuck him. Y'all sound like some goddamn Tom Brady apologists. Fuck him, Jamal, healthy, fucking whatever the hell. Fuck him. There ain't nobody scared of his ass. He got to worry about Julio and he better worry about really ass zooming past his goddamn ass, breaking them goddamn ankles. That's what he better worry about. The hell I'm worried about him. Them sorry ass cornerbacks they got. Some Jamal Adams. Better worry about Julio. We got some monsters, but we got some monsters at receiver. That's what I'm talking about. Like the hell with like this is what pisses me. I'm sorry, all over the place. I don't know why I got so much energy right now, but this is what pisses me off. Hey man, I'm just out for no fucking reason right now, man. Man, maybe it's just football season, man. Hey,
that's what it is.
Maybe that. Hey man, it's football season, bro. I'm like, look. We got some. I think people are really underestimating Calvin Ridley and what, like this dude. I think this is what's really, really wrong with a lot of people. They are really, really underestimating Ridley. All right, they really underestimate. This dude is an absolute monster when it comes to running those routes. We've seen a couple of routes. We seen a couple of plays from AJ Terrell, but they did not show him getting his ass burnt on a couple of plays against Calvin, Mr. Ridley. Ridley was giving his ass the business, okay? Not business, the business. He giving him the goddamn business. So if that is Calvin Ridley, and you seen what he's done to safety, you seen what he's done to some of the best corners in the league. They tried to put a little Marshawn Penalty more on him. No, he broke his fucking ankles. He broke what's the other one that came from New York? What's that sorry ass corner, Mr. Eli Apple or whatever the hell his name is? He broke his ass too. Like Calvin really is an absolute monster. And you put Calvin Ridley and Julio together. Come on, people. Let's stop. I ain't worried about no goddamn Jamal Adams. He better stay on his goddamn feet when you worry about them two monsters. And that's all I got to say about that, man.
Yeah, man, I agree with you, Mike. I'm not too worried about Jamal Adams. To be honest, a lot of people talk about our defense, but I think that Seattle's defense is going to take a step back this year. And for the mere fact that I don't think that defensive line over there in Seattle, I don't think that they have the pass rushers that they need. A lot of people are forgetting they lost Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah.
I'm not huge on Jadeveon Clowney as far as when he was coming out. He was supposed to be the Chase Young back then. He was that guy they kept showing the one hit he made in college against the Michigan Wolverines in the backfield when he demolished that running back. They kept replaying that over and over again. But I really think that they're going to struggle on that defensive line. They don't really have that premier pass rusher like how we got the Dante Fowlers and the Tack McKinleys. They have a bunch of no-name guys. When I was doing my video, I'm like, who do they got on their defensive line? Other than Puna Ford in the middle, like they got some decent defensive tackles, but they have no names up front. They got Bruce Irvin, but we've seen Bruce Irvin when he played for us. He washed up at this point. I'm sorry to say it, but Bruce Irvin ain't the Bruce Irvin of 7-8 years ago when he was playing with the Legion of Boom. Bruce Irvin is washed up. So I'm like, they really don't have no pass rush over there. So, and we all know if your defensive line is not holding up, and we all know that we got some dogs on the offensive line. Caleb McGarry, Chris Lindstrom, them guys are coming in the second year, and them guys were looking good in camp. We all know that we got Todd Gurley, and they were interviewing him this week, and we already know Todd Gurley just faced Seattle twice a year for the last, 4 or 5 years since he's been in the league. So he's used to playing against Seattle, and he's had some big games against Seattle. So I really think that, like you said, pick your poison. It's basically whose defense is going to be able to make plays, because I feel like both offenses are great. Like both offenses are high powered, but on the defensive side of things, I think that our defense surprisingly has more playmakers. Can I just be honest? I mean, they got Bobby Wagner, they got KJ Wright, they got Jamal Adams, but they don't have, their corners are suspect. They don't have anybody really on the defensive line, no big names. We can match up with them. They got Bobby Wagner, we got Deion Jones, we got Casey on the back end of the ball hawk. We got, you see what I'm saying? We got AJ Terrell coming in. So we got just as many playmakers. We got our Jamal Adams and Keanu Neal. And personally, I feel like Keanu Neal is a better player. And to me, that's not a hot take. To me, when Keanu Neal is healthy, he's just a watered down version of Keanu Neal, to be honest. So I feel like all these people that's pumping up Jamal Adams, I mean, to me, he's just a linebacker, real talk. When I watch him play, he plays like a linebacker. If you watch when he played with the Jets, he's not really a guy that's great in coverage. He's a guy that likes to play up around the line, and he's that intimidator. That's why they wanted him, because they don't have Cam Chancellor anymore. So he's going to play that Cam Chancellor role at box safety. That's all he is. He's not a ball hawk. You're not going to see him get 10 interceptions in a season. He's one of those guys. If you remember last year, his highlight of the season was taking the ball out of the New York Giants quarterback hand and taking it back for a touchdown. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they say he led the Jets in sacks last year. So that should tell you he's not somebody that's a ball hawk. He's a guy that they use for blitz. He's basically a glorified linebacker. Man,
that's some WWE type shit. That's some WWE fucking flag football shit. Grabbing the ball. You gotta get out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Corey, let's hold up. 1 second. This is Corey Fielder. I'm a Kansas City boy, born and raised. I've been here in Atlanta for 10 years, support our local teams as well. With that being said, I'm stoked for Atlanta versus KC game. I love this show, Maggie. Has put together, bringing y'all together and chop it up, man. You guys are well-versed. Look, man, I truly appreciate this, man. Like, this is exactly why we do. Like, we're trying to bring, nothing but the absolute truth of the facts of the matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might joke around every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I still don't think we should be afraid of Jamal Adams. I wasn't joking when I said that, Jamal Adams. But I like, honestly, man, like we here to give you guys nothing but the truth, the facts, entertain the hell out of y'all, because I don't want to hear fucking D-Led. No, I don't want to hear D-Led. I'm tired. I know y'all tired of hearing D-Led talk. So y'all can tune in to Atlanta Falcons Nation. You can go to Talks Sports, all right, Mike Sports, and hear us talk. Y'all don't want to hear them old ass takes. Y'all don't want to hear the old ass grumble shit that everybody else be talking, man. Look, man, bring y'all asses here, support us, man, and trust me, we got some big things. We got some big things coming for you, man. There's a lot of Falcon content creators out here who are absolutely great, man. And like I said, you guys support them too. But like I said, I got some for that ass. I got a PSA a little bit later, but appreciate that, Corey, man. What the hell were we talking about? I'm all over the goddamn place. Like, my mind is like, bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm on. I ain't smoked none. I ain't drank none. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't focus, dog. I literally cannot focus right now.
That's that football junkie high right there.
Hey, maybe that's it. Bro, I can't focus, man. I cannot focus, bro. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, man. But you was talking about the offense and the defense, basically. We were talking about Jamal Adams and why we shouldn't fear Jamal Adams. Because, like I said, he's a glorified linebacker. All he does is play in the box and blitz and play up close, and he's an intimidator. That's what his job is. Everybody want to know what Jamal Adams is. He's another version of Keanu Neal. He plays down in the box. He's not a ball hawk. He's not somebody that's going to get a bunch of picks in the season. That's not what he does. He's a hard hitter, and he's a guy that plays up near the line like a linebacker. That's all he breaks the good for. He'll give you 100 tackles in the season because he's dang near a glorified linebacker. That's what his job is, and that's why Seattle won.
He's a knockoff Keanu Neal.
That's it.
He's a knockoff Keanu Neal.
There you go.
That's it. That's what he is, man.
He ain't got that power about him neither. He clacking no shoulder pads like Neil though.
Oh no.
No. That the Dikembe Mutombo wag. No. He ain't packing that type of power, dog. No, sir. Hey, man. Good. You make an excellent point, man. You want to say something, man, about that, Kev?
About what our defense was expect from our defense?
Yeah, how the offense. Yeah, how offense, man. Well, I mean, you can go to defense, man. It's your show, man.
Hey, shit. Hey, I already said it before. Like you said, mush rush. I'll go and test them tackles. I'll test them tackles. And like you said, do some stunts. Like I said, zone blitzes. Like you said, you don't want to give him the same look twice.
Nope.
So we not playing against Mike Glennon, so yeah, you can't get him. This ain't James Winston.
Hey, man. We guaranteed to at least get 2 picks, at least 1 pick with James Winston in that mug, man.
But like Charles Weaver said, running zone of man, I'll man up on him. I'll man up on them on the outside. If they want to make big plays, make them earn it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. I somewhat agree with you, Kevin, when it comes to that. I'll say this game is going to be about matchups too. And Mike talked about it a little bit earlier this week in his live. If AJ Terrell doesn't play, and I don't know if he's going to play or not, but the key to this game is Isaiah Oliver. Isaiah Oliver is the key to this game, y'all, because you're only as good as your weakest link. And we need him to have the game of his life. So from what I've been seeing out of him in camp, he's doing a lot better at looking for the ball when the ball arrives. And that's all due to Joe Witt being the coach of the secondary now. Joe Witt, with those corners, he's teaching those guys. Every practice, he got them guys when they first get there, working on the jugs, learning how to catch, because most of the time they say you're a DB because you're not a wide receiver because you can't catch. So he got those guys working on their hands, and he's teaching those guys that you don't wait for the ball. You play through the ball. He's teaching those guys that you have an entitlement to the football just like the wide receiver. And I feel like the biggest problem, not just with Isaiah Oliver last year, but with all of our corners, even when we had Trufant, is a lot of the time they wouldn't attack the ball. They wouldn't look for the ball. They would just attack the man. So it's like, attack the football. Go for the football. Try to make a catch. Try to make a play on the football. Forget trying to a lot of times our guys will face guard a lot. And that's why Isaiah Oliver would get in trouble. He would face guard a lot, and they would call a lot of penalties on him, pass interference and things of that nature, because he would never look for the football. A lot of the times he's in position to make a play. Same thing with Devondre Campbell when he was here. A lot of times he was in position. They just weren't looking for the football. So I feel like the biggest thing that Joe Witt is bringing over to this secondary is for these guys to look for the football. So when Kevin was saying play man-to-man, I would play zone and man-to-man. But on Isaiah Oliver's side, he need all the help he can get because they match him up man-to-man against DK Metcalf or against Lockett, Tyler Lockett, who's a speedster. That makes me nervous just for the mere fact that Isaiah Oliver, he's one of those corners where if he gets beat, he doesn't have a foot speed to catch up if he gets beat. So he's going to need somebody over the top of him sometimes so he can be confident. So early in the game, I wouldn't put him on the island by himself because Isaiah Oliver tends to kind of shrink when that pressure gets on him. Last year, he kind of shied away from the moment at times. And that's one thing I love about, to me, AJ Terrell. It seems like because he played at Clemson, he played against the top wide receivers. When players made plays against him, it didn't faze him. It's like, okay, you got me that time, but let's go back, let's run it back, let's do it again. Isaiah Oliver, to me, kind of held his head down last year when plays were made. So we're only as good as Isaiah Oliver because it seems like he's going to be the guy on the outside. Yeah, we do got Darqueze Dennard that they can throw out there on the outside, but without Kendall Sheffield, who was in a walking boot this week, which I don't think he's playing at all this week. So we're kind of short-handed at the corner position. So Isaiah Oliver, we're going to need him to have a big game. We're going to need him to be technically sound. We don't need him to necessarily get an interception. We just need him to play within himself. Be confident, be aggressive, but play smart. Because Isaiah Oliver, to me, he's a solid corner. He just has to get that confidence. So early on in the game, I hope that they don't go for a streak pattern or a 9 route where he's one-on-one. Because if somebody catches a deep pattern on him, sometimes he tends to fade. His confidence tends to fade. So I hope that, he's ready to go. I hope that Joe Wick got him ready. And if he ain't ready, pull him out and put Dennard on the outside. I don't care. We don't have time for we don't have no time for holding your head down. This is live bullets now. This is no longer training camp. So we need everybody to come out and play their A game. So we only as good as our weakest link. And to me, the weakest link on that secondary is Isaiah Oliver until he continues to develop. So what you think, Mike?
I'm gonna be real. I think we need to stop. I think people really need to stop being so hard on Isaiah Oliver. The guy didn't play terrible. He did not play terrible. He was not a terrible corner. He was a flawed corner. There's a difference between playing terrible and flawed. He was a flawed. And veteran quarterbacks like a Drew Brees in this division, they will pick your flaws apart. That's his problem. His technique is flawed. Desmond Trufant, he was technically sound. You could not take advantage of him. He had very little technical flaws. Isaiah Oliver has technique issues. This is the first thing that Joe Witt said when he came and he looked at the corners. He said, I looked at Isaiah Oliver, and what I saw immediately was his hands weren't in the right place. He never said that he lacked the speed. He never said he lacked the quickness. He said his hands were the issue in press. So I'm going to need people to chill the fuck out when it comes down to Isaiah Oliver. Isaiah Oliver is a flaw. Techniques can be fixed. All right, look at Darius Slade. He didn't get off to a good start. And your boy Jeffrey Okudah, from what I'm hearing, not even damn starting. And they had him as the best corner in the draft. So these corners coming out of college, if you're not playing against elite talent, I still think it comes down to technique. You're not going to get those, like in the NFL, they're going to pick up every little small technique issue in your game, and they're going to exploit that shit. The way Isaiah Oliver repeatedly, I've seen the film. You guys can check it out yourself. You can see it in the highlights. Isaiah Oliver, the way teams took advantage of him was those fade throws over his head because he didn't get his head around quick enough, and he was already beat off the ball, off the jump. That's his issue. Once he fixed those technique issues, but his pressing is going to be great. The guy he got fucking long ass monkey fucking chimpanzee arms. You know what I'm saying? Like that man can hang from fucking trees with them big ass long ass arms. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like, look, the man can speed and he got long ass arms. So I don't think he's a bad corner. I honestly think right now, I think he's best equipped to be the number one corner for the Atlanta Falcons. Everybody who know me, I'm not going to give AJ no fucking love. I don't give no goddamn rookie any love. Why the fuck should we respect him? Why the hell should we respect AJ? Because he look. I don't give a damn about that. That's training camp. He looking all big and bad in training camp after he made a play on Ridley. Like, I'm supposed to be impressed with that? No. I want to see that shit in the game. I don't give a damn about where you were picked. I don't give a damn about Jeffrey Okuda, where he was picked. I don't give a damn about Jalen Ramsey, his $105 million. His ass got smoked again by every receiver in the damn National League, in the damn National Football League. Look, that man got smoked by every elite corner. And I'm talking about the guy who just got $105 million. Julio, the only thing that saved his ass was Dante Fowler Jr. and Aaron Donald. If it wasn't for them, his ass would have been grass. Julio had that man on skates the whole game. And not just Julio, Michael Thomas, all them receivers had his ass smoked. So this is why I always say, give corners 4 years of consistency. If you can't give me a 4 years of consistency, you're not an elite corner. There is no such thing as elite corners anymore because of the rules. I need 4 years of consistency. That's the new, like, if you want a shutdown corner, that's what a shutdown corner is, consistent play, not necessarily how many interceptions you have, because we've seen plenty of times where we have cornerbacks have 6-7 picks in a damn year, and then the next year he got one.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still the lead corner? Because like we just seen that with Marshawn Lattimore. We got him in our division. He damn near led the damn the NFL in interception. Where the hell he been since? On the damn ground on the sideline, huffing and puffing for air. That's what he been doing. So I don't want to hear nothing about AJ Terrell until I see it. Like I said, I'm hard on corners, bro. Like, corners, my favorite position. I'm hard on the corners. Until I see it, I don't give a fuck about no damn training camp. And look, man, y'all can take this shit, but because, like I said, man, people are getting on Isaiah Oliver for having a flaw in his game, and we haven't even seen AJ in a real live game. And y'all, he's a shutdown corner. Man, this man in practice, bro. And I wish I could play that damn clip right now. Practice? Come on, bro. Get out of here with that. Don't give me that jump about no damn practice, man. Julio smoke his ass during the game. Let him guard Julio. And we'll see how tough. Let him guard Julio the whole game. Let AJ Terrell guard Julio the whole game, and we'll see who fucking elite. So don't miss me with that bullshit. Don't get mad, people. Don't get mad because I'm speaking the truth. Y'all know it's true. What I think, man?
Yeah. Respect.
I promise it ain't nothing in this cup. I promise you it ain't nothing in this cup. It ain't nothing in the cup, man.
All right, whatever, man. There's something in there. It's called football.
Who gets the first sack this year? That's a good question.
Ooh, y'all can take that. Ooh, yeah, y'all take that. Ooh.
I might want to make a wild guess.
I'm gonna go a little different. Y'all go ahead. Let y'all know.
Go ahead, man. I'll let you start it off, man. See what you got.
Hey, man. Hey, you know who I think it's gonna be? It's gonna be crazy as hell, man. I think what's going to happen? I think Grady Jarrett, I think Dante Fowler Jr. and Tack, they all gonna get immediate pressure, and Tyler Davis is gonna end up getting the fucking sack, bro. Yo, watch. I'm telling you, bro. Watch. That shit gonna happen. You gonna like, how the hell they get all the work, and then Tyler Davis will get that high speed work in the NFL, bro. That's how it works. I mean, you look at Agent Claiborne. Everybody like, how the hell he get 6 sacks? Because everybody else was doing their job, and he cleaned up. That's how the NFL work, bro.
Yeah. That's true.
Get the snack sacks. Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm not. What y'all think, man? I think, like I said, I think it's gonna be Tyler Davis. It's gonna be somebody like that. If not Tyler Davis, it's gonna be somebody you least expect to get the sack, bro.
Man, that's tough. I think it's gonna be one of the guys on the edge. I say it's gonna be either Tack or Dante Fowler. The reason I say that is because we know they double teaming Grady on the inside. So somebody gonna have to step up when they're being, you know, in their one-on-one matchup. Somebody's gonna have to step up and beat that number one, beat that one-on-one matchup. And I think it's gonna be Dante Fowler, real talk, just for the mere fact that he has more than one pass rush moves. Dante Fowler sets people up, man. He was teaching Tack that you can't just bull rush all game. You got to use your bull rush to set up your speed rush. You got to use your speed rush to set up your bull rush. You can't just be coming with the same thing. You can't let them see your hand. It's like when you playing cards. If you playing spades, you can't let people know what you got in your hand. So you got to keep mixing it up. You got to have a counter move. And that's what Dante Fowler used. He used them counter moves. He's bull rushing, bull rush, then speed rush. And he throw you off balance. So I really see I think Dante Fowler might get the first sack because he's so relentless. Like you said, he pretty much wrecked the whole game against the Falcons last year when he was on the Rams. Him and Aaron Donald, he was goddamn giving Caleb McGarry all he wanted. He was making him look like a rookie for real. That was one game he definitely looked like a rookie. He whipped Caleb McGarry in that game. I mean, I think he had like 2.5 sacks, 2.5, 3 sacks. He the one who ended up hurting Matt Ryan in that game, if y'all remember, when he had that ankle injury.
Yeah.
Because he was he lived in the backfield. So I don't know if he was auditioning for Dan Quinn. Like, look, I'm going to show you that I'm worth the money. He came to Atlanta and showed out. I guess he was just auditioning for Atlanta in that game. That was probably his best game of the season last year. So I would think it's going to be Dante Fowler, just for the mere fact that he's going to get a lot of one-on-one matchups, and he's a guy that knows how to use his moves wisely. We're going to see if Tat McKinley been listening and being his understudy, and if we're going to see Tat McKinley bull rush all game, or is he going to mix it up? Because we all know Adrian Claiborne he wasn't the fastest guy, but he used his hands. He had that one little wax on, wax off, that Mr. Miyagi move, but that Karate Kid will work, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
That one dude on the Cowboys couldn't hold him, dog. He did that one move the whole game, that little club chop, and he destroyed Dak Prescott in that one game. That one game he did that same move. So I'm gonna leave Tat McKinley to go find Mr. Miyagi, man. He got to learn that wax on, wax off, man. Because Adrian Claiborne, he got paid a couple times for the Falcons on a 1-year deal just because he knew that one move, dog, but he was elite with it. So I'm like, I need Tat McKinley to learn another move, something to counter his bull rush, because he's good at bull rushing, but you got to counter it and throw them off balance. So I think it's gonna be Dante Fowler. I think he's gonna show everybody why he got that money why he got the bag. What you think, K-Stlyz?
I'm gonna go with kind of how Mike set his up, but I'm gonna go mine a little different. I'm gonna say Keanu Neal get the first sack of the season.
That's a good one.
Ooh. Oh,
that's a good one.
Yeah, you got me. You got me with that one. I kind of like that. I kind of see that. I can see that happening too.
Cause like you said, you got that 3 safety set now. Like you said, Keanu Neal now is the big nickel linebacker safety. So he gonna be in what it doesn't say, the boogeyman coming for that ass. Yeah, he want to prove he still got it.
John Wick.
John Wick,
man.
Exactly.
Hey man. I like that. I can definitely, because I said I was gonna say that PSA for later.
Yeah, but don't do it, man.
I'll just say this. I'll just say this, man. I'll say this. I've said it before, and the Falcons, believe it or not, man, Jeff Ulbrich needs more respect than what he's been getting, because people don't realize that he calls the plays on 1st and 2nd down, and if you don't get stops on 1st and 2nd down, it don't matter if you can get the 3rd. Like, you may not even get the 3rd down, so you need to call the right plays on 1st and 2nd down in order to get the 3rd down. You know what I'm saying? So Jeff Ulbrich, he does a great job of mixing the plays and mixing formations early in games, and like that's right there is where you set the tone for the defense. It's mixing your defense early in downs in the first quarters. Like, they're not used to the Falcons coming out and core defense and trying to figure out if they're going to blitz or who's coming. Is it Keanu? Is it Ricardo? Is it Casey? Because Casey can lay a hit on your ass, man. Casey, they don't call him Crazy Casey for no reason. That motherfucker, he will launch at your ass like a goddamn missile. Like he don't give a fuck about his own body. He don't give a damn about his own body. That dude is nuts. Okay, we've seen him. So, I like you just never know. And I said the Falcons are going to do a lot of weird things that we're not used to. I don't think we'll continuously see the cover three. Cover three is always it's a part of every defense. Every defense. The only thing with the Falcons, they just run more cover three than other teams. So we're going to see cover three. Make no mistake about it. But it's how you mask those defenses. And this is what the issue has been with the Atlanta Falcons offense more so than the defense. The offense has been extremely see-through, transparent. You know what's going to happen. They're going to find a way to get the ball to Julio, Calvin Ridley, and they're going to throw the ball. We know that. But the reason why the Falcons offense hasn't been as explosive the last couple of years is because, well, I'm not even saying the last couple of years, because even 2018, this offense was pretty good, believe it or not. They was ranked one of the best offenses, just the defense has just let us down. But when you look at the offense, we just get absolutely no consistency from Mr. I'm laying at home right now, talking about everybody that don't know what they're saying. Stay out of my business. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all probably don't even know what I'm saying. I'm talking about Mr. Devontae Freeman. Devontae motherfucking Freeman. Still on the damn, he on Twitter tweeting and shit. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all don't live my life. Look, we know your ass is at the bench right now. You know your ass is at home right now. We know that shit. But like I said, man, it comes down to just the Falcons. They got to mix it up on offense and defense. We can't continuously see the same stuff over and over and over again. They got to mix it up. And I actually had a friend that was talking about Dirk Cutter learning Kyle Shanahan's offense. Like, look, let's stop this. All right, let's stop this. Kyle Shanahan didn't invent the fucking West Coast system. He didn't. Believe it or not, he didn't. Dirk Cutter was running the West Coast offense in Jacksonville long before Kyle Shanahan became a coach. He was running that. You remember that Jacksonville with Fred Taylor, Mark Brunell, Jimmy Smith, Keenan McCardell? Yeah, that was Dirk Cutter was a part of that. Believe it or not. You know that? Did y'all know that? People, this man is a very good offensive coordinator. He knows offense. He knows the West Coast offense. So we're going to see a lot of different things when the Atlanta Falcons offense, man. We're going to see Dirk Cutter's offense. We're going to see Kyle Shanahan's offense. And I think it just come down to being – I don't think it's going to come down to one particular set, whether it's 3-4, being 3 safeties, or you seeing 4 wides, you see big formation. I don't think it's going to be one particular thing. The Falcons just got to mix it up throughout the entire on offense and defense. I got something for special team, but I'm going to let y'all go, man. Go ahead, do y'all thing.
I'm about to say, Boogie 24 said, who you think is going to get the first touchdown?
Woo.
I'll take this one first.
Go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Hayden Hurst.
Cause
he gonna blow by Jamal Adams. Like he gonna blow his ass out the water.
Hey, I like that, dog.
He might get his ass for about 35, 40 yards.
Ooh, man, that's a good one, man. Hey, I'm telling you straight up, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be Calvin Ridley for me, man. I think Calvin Ridley, like, hey, look, bold prediction. Calvin Ridley having 2 touchdowns in this game. I'm telling y'all, the first one might be a double move because the corners, I think the guy's name is Flowers. That's on the other side. How we talking about Oliver? Yeah. They have Shaq Griffin or Shaquille Griffin, and he's good. He's solid, but the corner on the other side, Flowers, he's suspect. Yeah, he's suspect. And we all know that Calvin Ridley is the number 1 receiver. Yeah, he's the number 2 for us because we got the best receiver in the game. We got the GOAT playing at that, Julio the GOAT. So on any other team, Calvin Ridley's the number 1 receiver. So I'm telling y'all right now, Calvin Ridley gonna have 2 touchdowns in this game. He gonna go over the top on somebody, and he gonna get by that number 2 corner, Flowers, whoever covering him. He gonna get by somebody, and he gonna get loose. And when he get loose, they're gonna be in trouble, man. He could easily have over 100 yards in this game. I easily see it because you can't double team everybody, and they're gonna have to double Julio. And with Todd Gurley back there in the backfield and him sucking them linebackers up with that play action, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a shot to Calvin Ridley over the top, and it's gonna be pretty. Yeah, somebody gonna be eating his dust.
I'm over here.
They call it fly red for a reason.
I'm over here salivating, though. I'm salivating over here, man. Hey, man, I'm salivating over here. Do you know why? It's because I think Falcons are going to set a tone, dog. I think what they're going to do, they're going to give us a heavy dose of Todd Gurley on that first time, and we're going to smash a motherfucker in the mouth. I really think they're gonna set a tone with Todd Gurley early in that running game, right? People are gonna think we're gonna come out and pass the ball to Julio, pass the ball to Todd Gurley, pass the ball to Hayden Hurst, and I think they're gonna come out and set the tone early, set it early that we're gonna play power, physical football. This is not the same Atlanta Falcons. We in that black. We got new jerseys. This is the new physical Atlanta Falcons. We're going to come in and punch they ass in the mouth, and we're going to beat one of the most solid teams in football. They're going to set a tone early. Like I said before, we already know that Matt Ryan, as long as he's healthy, he's going to give us 4,000 a year.
In his sleep.
In his sleep. He can do that. Oh, by the way, bitches, all you bitch ass Matt Ryan haters, newsflash, Matt Ryan needs how many yards? Do you know? 3,900 yards to pass.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, man.
I thought it was like 37.
To pass whom? To pass
Peyton Manning.
Hey, man.
It's 39. 39 to pass Peyton Manning as the all-time, the quickest quarterback, the most yards in 13 years. All right. The most yards, 13-year history. Not one quarterback has ever done that. Not that old prissy ass Tom Brady. Tom Brady never did it. Warren Moon never did it. Dan Marino never did it. It's yours truly. Your boy stays healthy. Guess what? He's going to be one. He's already one of the all-time greatest quarterbacks. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He's already an all-time great. Period, point blank. There's nobody who's done it like Matt Ryan outside of Peyton Manning. No one. When it comes down to these numbers, no one has done it consistently like Matt Ryan. From the very beginning. My boy Travis said this shit on the other day. On their extra point. This man threw a fucking touchdown his very first pass. How many quarterbacks have you seen do that? A touchdown on their first drive of their career, the first fucking pass of their NFL career. And why are we still, seriously, why are we still doubting this man? The man done won he done won Offensive Rookie of the Year. The man done won Player of the Month. God knows how many freaking times. 500 yards passing in a game. Julio, 300 of them. How many times are we going to doubt this man? So as long as the Falcons has Matt Ryan, I'm not concerned about the passing game. The Falcons need to come punch Seattle dead in their fucking jaw. Like Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan, so they get punched in the mouth. And then it's going to have the NFL scrambling, trying to figure out how the hell we're going to stop. Oh, shit. Did y'all see that? Ty Gurley had 150 yards for the Falcons. How the hell we going to stop this team? That's how you set a tone. That's how you scare the NFL. Game fucking one. I want to see Dirk Cutter say, guess what? Y'all think I'm going to come out this bitch passing. I'm going to trick y'all motherfuckers. Hand the ball off to Todd Gurley. Hand the ball off to Todd Gurley. Hand the ball off to Todd Gurley. Play action. Hit Hayden Hurst. Play action. Hit Julio. Run that bitch to get in the red zone. Hand it to Todd Gurley, touchdown. That's how you set a fucking tone. That's how you change it. That's how you win over Falcons fans immediately. Exactly. Immediately punch their ass in the mouth. That's how you do it. And that's what I'm looking for the Falcons, man.
I completely agree with you, Mike. I completely agree. Like you were saying, we're going to come out with Todd Gurley. I agree with you. We go run the ball, punch him in the mouth, run the ball, and then hit him over the top with Calvin Ridley. That's what I think is going to happen. Because they're going to suck them guys up. And Bobby Wagner is going to come flowing downhill, dog. Jamal Adams is going to come flowing downhill, getting ready to, he going to be salivating. Then he coming down here to get Todd Gurley. Next thing you know, here comes Fly Red flying down the sideline, wide open, dog. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to happen. Them guys, because if Todd Gurley's getting those 5-6 yards a clip, they're going to have to load the box. They ain't going to have no choice. And once they step up, that's when I think we're going to hit them over the top. So I don't think it's going to be just a spread offense and we just throwing it all over the place. I think they're going to establish the run. And once those guys see, oh, man, we're getting gashed, because a lot of people don't realize, I think Seattle was like one of the worst teams last year in stopping the run. I seen something like they were ranked in the 20s last year in stopping the run. So that's critical. If you can't stop the run, you're in trouble. And how we're talking about Seattle, that was one of my keys to victory for us as the Falcons. How you were talking about, you hit on this a little while ago, Mike, and I kind of wanted to piggyback on it when you were talking about being able to get them in third and long situations. I think we're going to have to do a good job in this game on first and second downs of making sure we limit how many yards they're getting per clip when they run the ball. Because if you let Seattle come out and get 4 and 5 yards a clip in the run game and you put them in third and shorts, that's when the playbook is wide open. And it's hard to get offenses off the field, especially with mobile quarterbacks, because they can run for 2 and 3 yards. You definitely want to put them in third and longs. When you put them in third and longs, then you can let those guys like Dante Fowler, Grady Jarrett pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. So if you can put them in 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 6 and longer, we really can, get after Russell Wilson. But if it's a lot of 3rd and shorts, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, it's really hard to get off the field. And that's what hurt us last year, because a lot of teams, they would gut us right up the middle with the run. And on third down, it was a lot of 3rd and shorts. It was 3rd and mediums, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 and lower. And when it's those short third downs, your playbook is wide open. But when you're in a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 9, your playbook ain't wide open then. And then you know that they throwing the ball. They have no choice. So we kind of want to put those guys in that situation. If we can shut the run down and limit how much they're getting per clip, I'm not really worried about how many times they run the ball, because we know that Seattle likes to hammer the ball.
Their rush defense was 23rd.
I told you they were in the 20s.
In the league.
Yeah, I knew they were in the 20s. Yeah. So if you can run at them, they just like, we know that we're Seattle East. We know Dan Quinn was there. We run pretty much the same defensive scheme. So it's the same thing with Bobby Wagner and with KJ Wright. They have those linebackers that can run. But if your defensive line can't hold the point, as you always talk about, Mike, if they have the same problem that Deion Jones had. If you let them guards and those offensive linemen get up on those linebackers that's running sideline to sideline, you're going to get 8 alive. You're going to get 8 alive, dog. So that's what happened last year. Teams were eating them alive, and that's what I'm talking about Todd Gurley. Trust me, Todd Gurley is licking his chops, because he faced them last year, and he was licking his chops. When they went up there to Seattle, he was running wild, dog, because the offensive line was eating them alive. They was getting up on them linebackers, and they couldn't shed it. And we're going to have to do the same thing, man. It's very important. It's imperative. I talked about this in my keys to victory, that our defensive line is going to have to do a good job of everybody standing there, keeping their gap integrity. You can't jump out of your gap. You got to stay gap integrity. Forget trying to get a sack necessarily. You want to stay in your gap, because when you jump out of your gap, that creates holes for the running back where they can cut backside. And you guys got to definitely go check out some film, man. Because if you go and check out the film of last year's game, yeah, man, yeah, it's not just Pat McKinley. I went back and I was looking at some film of last year's game, and it was one play I was looking at with even Ricardo Allen. He played a lot in the box last year when we played Seattle, and it was a couple plays where he got undisciplined and he kind of tried to go in the backfield, and that hurt. That hurt us too. So everybody just has to stay disciplined. And in this game, it's going to be very important that we keep them to 3rd and longs. We got to keep those runs to mediums. when they run on first and second down, because we know they're going to hammer that rock at least 25 to 30 times, because you know that's what Seattle do. They're a running team first. And they like to do the same thing we like to do. Run the ball, boom, 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 play action off the run. So we got to be ready for that run, that run game that they're going to give us a heavy dose of Chris Carson. They're going to give us a heavy dose of Carlos Hyde. So we got to be prepared for those guys.
Absolutely right.
Oh, we got another question.
What
do y'all think about the ATL logo?
Oh man, hey, I about to say the uniforms already remind me of the Mean Machine. That thing nice. Hey, look, if nobody know what Mean Machine is, like I said, that's one of my favorite movies. Goddamn it. Mean Machine. Yeah. Exactly. That's why I say I think that's how I feel like they're gonna play this year.
It does. It does. It does look like that. I don't know, man. I like it. I just wanted black. I just needed black back. You know what I'm saying? I just had to have black. So as long as I got what I wanted, I'm good. I don't give a damn about the logo. As long as we got black, all right. All right, we had to get back into black. Back in black, man. I feel good about that. So I like that the red jerseys. I think I like those too. The white's real hard. Like they did a good job with the jerseys, man. Like they really did. They gave us exactly what we wanted. They gave the fans exactly what we wanted. So I'm satisfied with everything, not just the logo. I'm satisfied with everything, dog.
Yeah, man. And black stuff.
Predictions, man. Predictions. Woo, man. I hate scoring predictions, man, because I'm the fucking worst fantasy football player in the United States, man. I'm absolutely horrible. I'm horseshit when it comes down to fantasy football. I suck, okay? I absolutely suck when it comes down to predictions. I suck when it comes down to scores. I suck. So I guess I'm forced to say this. I'm going to say it's going to be I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. For some reason, I can't get a low-scoring game out of it. I think it's going to be like 17-14 or something like that, Falcons, man. I think this will be a very competitive team. I think the Falcons do have I think they really do have the advantage. And the reason why I say they have the advantage is because the Falcons have incredible athletes. Like they have some monster athletes. And early in the season, it's you don't have a lot of chemistry. So a lot of teams can get away with a lot of, athletic. If you got a lot of athletes, you can kind of get away with some things until chemistry. You develop that chemistry in the offensive line, develop that chemistry in the defensive line, and that quarterback receiver. I think since the Falcons have had their receivers for a while, defensively, for the most part, they know each other on the defensive line. So it's like they have athletes, and I think early in the game, the Falcons are going to be able to score some points, and you're going to see these guys kind of get in a rhythm before Russell Wilson and those guys. Like, I just don't believe in anything defensively Seattle. It's like Shaquille Griffin is a pretty good player. We know what KJ Wright and Bobby Wagner, but they can't carry the team on their own. You still need to get pressure on the quarterback. And you said, Juice, like, who do they have? Like, I'm not afraid of anybody on that defensive line. Jadeveon Clowney's not there, so why am I afraid of them? I'm afraid of them blitz Jamal Adams. I mean, have y'all seen Todd Gurley play? Todd Gurley's a pretty big guy. Let him try to like those guys go head to head. I think Todd Gurley will be able to run past him, stiff on him. Like Todd Gurley's stiff arm is something that stiff arm is nasty, dog. So you're not going to get a clean shot on Todd Gurley, man. You're not going to get a clean shot on him. So I think I'm not – everybody afraid of Seattle because of Russell Wilson, and I'm just not afraid of him. Like, I'm seriously – I'm not afraid of Seattle. I can say I could be afraid of a Kyle Shanahan 49ers team because they have a good defense and a running game, but I'm not afraid of them. I mean, we pretty much beat San Francisco. So if we beat San Francisco, I think we can handle Seattle. So, and San Francisco, that's a well-coached team. It's a well-coached team. So I'm just not afraid of them, man. What you guys think, man? What's the score, man? By the way, I said 17-14 Falcons. 17-14 Falcons. That's my prediction.
You want me to take this one, Drew?
Yeah, you got it.
Man, please. I'm not good with prediction. If I was good at prediction, I'd have won the lottery by now. I'm going to say 27-24 Falcons. And as much as we talked about the offense and defense, I think special teams going to have to be a big part of this game.
Man, boy, you got that right.
Like you said, we got to keep Seattle in some long field. They need to be seeing grass 80 yards away, not 40 yards away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'll go 27-24 Falcons, and I'm gonna stand on it too.
That's a good call, Kevin. That's a good call, Kevin.
Yeah,
I'm somewhere in the same ballpark, dog.
I like that.
I'm calling 28-24. 28-24 is what I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be a good game, but I think Matt Ryan and them that offense gonna get rolling. I think the defense is really gonna need time to kind of gel. But we brought pretty much everybody back. I mean, other than Todd Gurley, it's only so much you got to do as a running back. He's the only serious new addition that we're bringing in. The wide receivers been here. Russell Gage know what to do. Julio know what to do. Ridley know what to do. Hayden Hurst gonna know what to do because usually the tight end is the check down, and you go up the seam of the defense. And if they're not covering you, Hayden Hurst, you keep running. You just go up the seam of the defense every time. So I think that our offense is gonna get rolling right away. I think the defense is going to take time for them to build that chemistry. And I want to see what we do with our defensive line. Like, how are we going to rotate those guys in and out? That's what I'm watching. I'm never worried about the offense. As Mike always says, I'm not worried about the offense because I know what I'm going to get out of Matt Ryan. I know what I'm going to get out of Julio. I know what I'm going to get out of Ridley. You can't stop them. Really, with the offense, I'm just a little concerned of the protection. That's the only thing I'm a little bit concerned about because I want to see what the guards are going to do. What is James Carpenter going to do? That's the one guy that I feel kind of like could be a weak link. So I want to see how those guys gel up front. But if they protect Matt Ryan, are we gonna drag them? If they protect Matt Ryan, it's a wrap. We can put up 35, 40 points easy.
Woo, boy, for real.
But I don't really know how that's gonna pan out. Like I don't know who's on the Seattle, as I was saying, on the Seattle's defensive line. But at the same time, they could try to get aggressive and try to blitz. And if guys are not ready to pick up that blitz, which I know Gurley gonna be ready. So that was one upgrade that we needed out of the backfield. And Mike made a video about this as well of our running backs being able to block and pick up those blitzes that's coming. So if we do what we supposed to do, I'm not worried about Matt Ryan. He goes for 300 in his sleep. Julio get 100 yards in his sleep. Julio averages 100 yards per game. So that ain't nothing.
Average 100 yards.
Yeah, he averages 100 yards. So he get 100 yards in his sleep. I'm not worried about that. I just want to know how we're going to mix that thing up front because I don't know how healthy Marlon Davidson is. I don't know how healthy Charles Harris is. I don't know what kind of condition these guys are in because how Michael's amped up. Just imagine these players that ain't played no preseason games. It's one thing to have a little scrimmage.
Yeah,
it's a totally different thing to be in a game. You know what I'm saying? Where you all hyped up and there's no fans to get you juiced up. You got the crowd noise pumping into the stadium. That's one thing, but not having that fan atmosphere, I'm trying to kind of wondering how it's going to feel to the players being in an empty stadium. You know what I'm saying? So I think those guys might be so hyped up in the beginning of the game. They might use all of their energy in the first quarter, dog. They so hyped up. And then the rest of the game is like, okay, let me adjust this thing. because I think all of them guys are going to be super amped. They're going to be in the new uniform for the first time. They're going to be back, you know, Ty Gurley, a new addition. So I really think the guys are going to be so amped up that it's going to take them time to get into the get used to the conditioning of the regular season and get back into game shape. So I think the guys are kind of going to have to play their way back into game shape. But if they protect Matt Ryan, we put up 30 points easy. So I'm saying 28-24. And the reason I say it stays close is because Russell Wilson, like I said, he can make magic, man. That dude just pulls rabbits out of hats, man. He's a magician. So he going to muster up 21-24 easy just because he's going to hit you with a couple big plays just for the mere fact that your secondary can only hold up for so long with him doing all that scrambling that he does. And you ain't going to sack Russell Wilson 5 and 6 times. If you do, God bless you. But I ain't seen nobody sack Russell Wilson 5 and 6 times in the game just because he's Houdini, man. He's so good in the backfield with running around and things of that nature that unless we put pressure, bring pressure, if we just rely on our front four to get there every single time, those guys are going to tire out after a while of chasing Russell Wilson around back there. So he's going to get a few deep shots just for the mere fact of him, you know, him improvising. So I say 28-24 is what I'm calling. But the Falcons going to win the game. That's all that matters. We're going to be 1-0.
That's the main thing.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, dog. As long as we win that game.
It could be 3. It could be 6-3. I don't care. The dub is all that matters.
Yeah, as long as we get the dub, dog. That's all that matters.
All right, man. Shit. I think it's PSA time. Woo, man. Hey. SpaghettiOs. Y'all remember that commercial? SpaghettiOs.
It sound about good right now.
Hey, man. Look, I'm gonna let y'all go, man, because like this is like I need full attention on what I got to say about something. I need full attention. So y'all go. I'm ending this motherfucker.
All right, Drew, I'll let you go ahead. Go ahead first.
Are you gonna let me take it? All right.
Yeah, go ahead. Take it.
Let me see here. I think where I want to go with it is just the appreciation for running backs. If you guys watched the game last night, the kid out of LSU that played for the Chiefs, Edwards
Clyde the Glide.
Yeah, man. Old boy did his thing last night. And Clyde the Glide. Yeah, man. Old boy did his thing last night. But I think we need to put some respect on these running backs' names, man. I'm getting tired of all of this. The NFL is a passing league. At the end of the day, football is about moving another man against his will. And like Mike Plan, if we can get back to running the football, running the rock, like the days of Jamal Anderson when he was here in '98, when we were just running over everybody, running through everybody, we got to get back to that, man. People love to talk about Kyle Shanahan and how brilliant he is. But if you think about it, what makes Kyle Shanahan great? He comes up with great running schemes. He's not the best at drawing up passing plays and things of that nature. That's more Sean McVay. He's just good at using running backs at what they're good at, putting running backs in the right position. And I just feel like the NFL, the value of the running back position, I think running backs really get disrespected. Christian McCaffrey, Ty Gurley, all of these guys, when they say don't pay these guys because you can always go find another running back. I agree with that, but that's pretty much with any position. Look at New England. They pull wide receivers off the street and make them household names. So it's pretty much the same. I feel like the running back position, we need to put some respect on these running backs' names. Edwards Hilaire out of LSU, he was, I think, the 32nd pick in the first round. So I was just happy to see a running back go out there and ball and actually see a running back get picked in the first round. Because I'm getting tired of hearing we can get a running back out of the 4th, the 5th, the 6th round. Hey, look, man, some of these running backs got talent. Ty Gurley is really going to show this season why the Falcons needed to bring him in. We're going to see a huge upgrade over Devontae Freeman. No disrespect to Devontae Freeman. I love Devontae Freeman, but he's not Ty Gurley. And we're gonna see that early and often on Sunday. Just watch what I'm saying. It was a reason last year that the Falcons, I think we didn't have no 100-yard rushers last year at all. In no games last year, we didn't have a single 100-yard rusher. So I think this year, Ty Gurley is going to turn a lot of heads. All the people talking about he got a bum knee. Y'all gonna see why he was a beast at Georgia, and he's still a beast. Madden dropped his ratings this year. I think he like an 86 on Madden. Are they gonna have to boost that rating back up into the 90s? He gonna prove a lot of people wrong. Because trust me, Ty Gurley's one of them guys. He jokes with the media and stuff like that, but he got a chip on his shoulder. The Rams felt like he wasn't worth it, and they just moved into a new stadium. But trust me, he got a chip on his shoulder. He finna show everybody. It's a reason why Julio pulled up on this to this man's house and say, "Look, come to Atlanta, come play with us. We need you, dog." They went in. He went in. Julio don't talk a lot, but he went and recruited that man for a reason.
You don't.
And you guys don't see it. Yeah, he don't talk a lot, but when he do, you better listen. And he knew Ty Gurley got a lot left. So a lot of people that's thinking Ty Gurley is washed up and got a bum knee. Last time I checked, I think Ty Gurley's only 25. He still got a lot of juice left in them knees, man. So he's one of those guys that he's playing dead on you guys. Watch what I say on Sunday. A lot of people their eyes are gonna be open. It's a reason why Matt Ryan said when they went up to the stadium for that scrimmage, and he talked about Ty Gurley turning it to another level. When them bright lights come on, certain players take it to another level. Y'all gonna see why Ty Gurley was an X factor when he was on the Rams. He gonna bring that same as Shannon say, keep that same energy. Oh, he gonna keep that same energy on Sunday. Y'all just watch. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll put some stank.
Hey, man. All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Mine is gonna be a little bit more serious, and it's dealing with like mental depression and all this stuff. Because I know y'all done heard Skip Bayless talk out the side of his ass about Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if a lot of people don't know, forget that Dak Prescott just lost his brother not too long ago.
Yeah, man.
And you got guys like this telling him you don't need to air out your depressions on air just because you're a quarterback. You got to remember, these football players are not machines. Like I said, we're not machines. We are supposed to feel certain ways. I'm surprised Shannon Sharp didn't clothesline this motherfucker on the show. But like I said, especially like in today's days, like I said, depression is like a major thing, and internet bullying it's just not condoned. You got too many kids out here that are so depressed that they're willing to take their lives just to get away from the pain. And we have to learn how to embrace people and what problems that they have and help them. And I say it's just a sad. It's just sad when you look at these football players and you, like you said, you forget that they're human. That's just like saying, okay, Thursday night, the guys are in unity and you got the fans out here booing them.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Like you're basically exposing yourself as bigots. Like I said, the kneeling of the national flag, like I said, you basically just proved the point that the national flag, y'all getting mad at Colin Kaepernick, it wasn't about no flag. Because those same folks don't give a damn about military people. But the ride from my point, like I said, if you know somebody, like I said, if you know somebody that's dealing with something, personal issues, like I said, help them out. Because maybe you helping them out can save their life. And I'm gonna end it on that because I'm just ending on that. Oh yeah, one more thing. Go Rambling Rhett Saturday. Okay, back to where we're going.
Man, you could have kept that bullshit, man. Just say it.
You could have kept that.
Man, forget all y'all motherfuckers. Hey, I'm part of the podcast, motherfucker. So what?
Hey man. Miss Becky, you want to go first? You want to go?
Yes, I do, y'all. I ain't got no rant. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm hyped. Go ahead and do your little last whatever, because I'm hyped. I'm ready to get hyped on this thing because we got a game Sunday, y'all.
Hey, I'm gonna say it like this, man. And this is a little bit serious. it's serious from a standpoint of I don't think a lot of people understand the work. Like, you know, people like myself, Maggie, Jew, Lieutenant Dan for unintentional grounding, Top Billing, you got Voss Lombardi, Feline Sports Podcast. Like, man, we give our lives. Like, we literally lock ourselves in the room a lot of time to give you guys content. All right? We love doing this. This is what we love to do. And we do this for y'all. And we got some content creators. I'm not going to say their name. Y'all know who the fuck y'all are. Y'all know who the fuck y'all are. And I'm going to just say it just like this. I'm not taking this shit no more. I'm not taking it anymore. What we're going to do from here on out, we're going to respect each other's craft and each other's hard work. That's what we're going to fucking do. And why I mean by that, if you know deep down in your heart that you or whoever came with an idea, give the motherfucker the proper credit to cite him. Don't just take it as if you came up with it and then get on a live show and then take hold of credit. Oh, I did this, I did that, I did. No, everybody can tell you that when I am on my shows, I cite Jew, I cite Dan, I cite Aaron Freeman, and Aaron Freeman and I, we don't see eye to eye. We don't always see eye to eye. But when I see something that I like that Aaron Freeman does, Scott, I don't know how the hell you say his last name. I'm just say Scott C. All right, I don't know how to say your last name, but if I see something that I like from these guys, I give them the proper respect. That's just the respect of the game. You know what I'm saying? That's how the game goes. Don't just take people's stuff and you know you steal it. You know you stole the idea. And then you hog all the credit as if you did it. I'm not a damn genius. I got a team of guys around me to help me get to this point. I didn't do this by myself. But I know what I'm doing. I do my research, and I spend 10 hours, 12 hours sometimes a day helping you guys get, like, I'm giving you guys content. We spend a lot of time doing this. And from now on, I'm telling you just like this. I'm telling you just like this. I am no longer taking it. I'm calling your asses out. If I continue to see it, I'm calling your asses out from here on out. And look, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna just end that because I might say some stuff and that shit might end up on, and the police might get involved, and I don't want to get 5-0 involved. But I'm gonna say it like this, man. Y'all ain't gonna keep stealing from us and then hogging all the credit as if y'all did it. I don't. All my stats, y'all can tell me. When I make videos, I take screenshots of people's stuff and I give them the credit for it. I help everyone, anyone I can. I help anyone that I can. You got 3-4 people. We got a team of players. We got a team of people. Man, Mike don't do all this all by himself. Lieutenant Dan helped me to become a film guy. Pat, the real Patman. This guy teach me how to look at stats and how to break down stats. I didn't learn this shit on my own. I had people to help me. So when I see people take your shit and then hog it as if they came up with the ideas, I got a big problem with that. What we gonna do in Atlanta Falcons content creators, man, we gotta start respecting each other. We don't respect each other. And that has to end. If we want respect from ESPN, we gotta start treating each other right. We gotta start treating each other right and start hogging all the fucking attention for yourself. So with that being said, man, look, man, like I said, I don't want to say no more, but I'm really getting pissed the fuck off. And when I see some shit on people's channels, and then they hogging all the glory. It's like, motherfucker, I just saw you a couple of days ago on Twitter saying that, my idea was stupid, and then you get on the fucking live and say, oh, guess what? I told y'all I did this. Man, look, y'all know who it is. Y'all know exactly who it is. I ain't gotta mention no names. Y'all see it. Y'all see it, bro. Y'all got man, we gotta hold people accountable for their actions. We gotta hold people accountable for their action, bro. And like I said, we work our ass off. We work our ass off to give you guys the content and to help each other. Like I said, Miss Maggie, man, Lust Exchange, Talks Sports, Kevin AFN, man, he got his own channel come. We work hard on our shit, and we're just not gonna let nobody sit back and take all the glory for some stuff that we putting together. Like that ain't happening, man. If we can't do it together, you damn sure ain't gonna steal it. You damn sure ain't gonna steal it. And that's all I got to say about that, dog. That's a PSA. Shit is about to get real from here on out. And that's all. I'm gone, dog. I promise you that. You're gonna have some problems for me.
Yes. Well, on that note, you guys, guess what? We got to rise up this Sunday. We got to bring it. We might not be in the stadium, but y'all need to be blowing up Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's stop all this negative Falcons news. When you got our reporters dogging us and talking about us, y'all got to be the fans and say, no, the Falcons are here this year. This is our year. I'm sick and tired of the negative from the news articles, from the radio stations that don't give the Falcons no kind of love. We are bringing Falcons positive content. I want to see the fans show the fuck out. That's what I'm saying. Show the fuck up, y'all. We got to show them that we are the greatest fan base there is. I'm tired of everybody sleeping on the Falcons. Whatever's going to be happening, y'all got to support your team, be behind them. Stop getting in these players' inboxes. I'm serious. We need to be behind our team. Stop calling out our players. Support them. Hype them up, because guess what? They ain't have to get out there and risk themselves and lives to put on a show for you guys. So I want y'all to come with it. You know what I'm saying? Please. And whoever this is, this hater Keish. What's up, Keish? Whatever, Keish. I see you, girl. You're New Orleans Saint. I ain't giving shit about
Saint loving ass.
You know what?
Saint loving ass.
Keish, you know what? Keish, just for that, you can come on the show for the rivalry game week for New Orleans Saints. I want you to come on and talk that shit. I'm calling you out, Miss Ma'am. Okay. I'm calling you out, Miss Ma'am, because you bringing it. You bringing it today. Let me get my hype on while you hating. I'm just saying, the Falcons are going all the way this year. I have confidence. We look good. We look like the old team. So you know what? I'm excited. As long as we can stay healthy. I'm a little nervous, but that's all right. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get out there. We got Gurley now. We got some, and Julio ain't missed a beat. Matt Ryan ain't damn getting no older. He just looking better and better and better. Y'all going to give my man, Matt Ryan, the recommendation that he needs. I'm sick of it. So let's go, y'all. I just want to get hyped. We got a game this Sunday. I'm excited.
Hey, man. Hey.
I was about to say, did you go to the Derek Moore School of Motivating?
Hey, she on it, boy. Hey, she on it, bro. Hey, man. That's what football season do to you, man. But it's all love, dog. Like, seriously, man. That's why I try to help all Atlanta Falcons content creators. But look, man, I'm one. Look, man, if I see you on the street, I'll say the same thing to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to take that route, but like, we got to start respecting each other. You know what I'm saying? Respecting each other hustle, because y'all don't realize how hard a lot of people work on this stuff. And like, we really love what we do, and we see people that don't want the proper credit, and not just the credit, just the proper respect to cite that you said something incredibly, intelligent. Like, whoever it is, Kevin said something. Give him the proper credit to say, look, man, I heard this from Jew, and Jew make a lot of sense. How fucking hard is that? Like, that's the thing, bro. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be praised. Hell, I'm cocky as it is. All right. I'm fucking conceited. I got a huge fucking ego. Ain't nobody got to tell me nothing. But you gonna respect our hustle. You know what I'm saying? You gonna respect our hustle. That's all I'm saying, dog. So, man, I don't want y'all to go and, you know, I don't want nobody going in, you know, ruin somebody, you know, downvote their videos. Man, we just gotta demand respect where it's due. That's all I'm saying, dog. So, with that being said, if ain't nobody else got nothing to say, man, we can end this.
I got one more thing. I got one more thing to say. And this is what the fuck all the Patriots fans that's been talking shit for the I mean, seriously.
Man, hey man, what the fuck? Oh my god, yeah.
Like I said, I would respect you if you said you was the fan of the player, but don't act like you the fan of the team. And once the player's gone, you ain't talking with the team no more.
Yeah, man.
That's just like how the so-called Chicago Bulls fans of the 90s was.
Yeah, it disappeared, dog.
My last word would be stop dick riding.
I'm a Falcons I'm a Falcons fans for life. Players come and go, baby.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
We got $40. We can get some more hoes.
I wasn't ready for that one, man. Oh man, I wasn't ready for that one. Oh man.
You got to throw that one.
Oh man,
I'm good now. I'm good.
Hey man.
But I would say, like I said, I appreciate, like I said, we appreciate all the fans that tune in tonight, and like I said, just giving y'all the opportunity to chat with us and vibe with us, and we all one family. We all we got. Goddamn.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, with that being said, let's rise up.
Yo, let me rise my beer up.
Rise up.
And we out.
Man.
Peace.